Welcome back to the garage, everyone. Today we're going to do a little product review. I bought some Mother's Back to Black because some of the trim on the car is getting a little dull, a little faded. It's kind of hard to see over here right now. I'll hook a light up, but some of the trim, this trim, and then along the windows, I feel like it's just getting a little faded. I would say these, but I painted them. I was just getting sick of that like faded gray look, so to solve that and the fog light bezels, I just completely spray painted them shiny black. But for the rest of this, and then if it works out well on this, I think we'll pull the Forester in and we'll wipe that down because that has way more plastic pieces than this. But I'm going to set up a light, get some microfibers and applicator pad, and we'll get started with this thing. So I set up an extra light, that way we can kind of see what's going on. We have our Mother's Back to Black, which is actually really cheap. I never realized how cheap some of these car care products are. So I'm definitely going to start doing more of these and more little reviews based on someone who absolutely knows nothing about this stuff. That way it's honest. I got an applicator pad, and then we got a microfiber for when it's done. We can clean it off as the directions say. But I'm going to get focused in on this, that way we can kind of see a before and after of what this stuff really does. Hopefully there's not too big of a shadow. We're just going to go for it and see what happens. That's all we have to do is let it sit and soak in, and then we'll come back with our microfiber and see what happens. It did say if it gets streaky to just reapply, but I'm going to go through, I'm going to do all of these windows, and I'm even going to do the mirrors. So all this little black stuff right here, I'm going to go back through, I'm going to do those, and we're going to see how it turns out. If it turns out very well, I'm going to go through and do the whole front bumper on the Forester, because that's pretty much black. We're going to let that sit in. I think we might pull the Forester in and give that a little rub. I'm curious to see how it works on that stuff. Because the front bezels and the roof rack clips, like I painted them to make sure they stay glossy black. So the Forester will give us a really good idea on how well this stuff works, because that's got like a whole front plastic piece on the bumper. So we're going to pull that in here quick so that I don't get too cold, and we'll scrub that. I guess this doesn't really have that much black on it, but it does have like the door handles, the mirrors, the roof racks, license plate. I guess that all works. So we just got to give that a quick wipe down, make sure it's not wet, And like I said, there are all kinds of little plastic pieces on here we can try this on. And then we can do it on these, the door handle, this stuff in between all the windows, roof rack. I'm gonna dry this thing off and we'll come back, we'll try this product on this. And then we'll wipe everything streak free and give you a little review on how I like it. So far I like this stuff. I'm gonna let it sit. We'll come back, see if it streaks, if we need to add more, but I can tell you from looking at the focus right now, this looks really nice and it brings back that vibrant black color instead of that like fade-ish white streaky gray stuff that most of that black trim turns out to look like. So I'm gonna finish up the Forester. I'll get back with you guys in a second to tell you how I like it. So this stuff definitely works, and the one thing that I like the most out of all of this is where my windshield wiper fluid comes from. That thing is in the front of the car. It sees the most damage, and that's just spruced it right back up to black. Even the side mirror panels, like these turned out, they look brand new again. This stuff I have noticed on the Forester though, if it's a little wet, you definitely want to have it dry. The Focus turned out really well because we leave that in the garage, but the one thing that turned out really good on the Forester is the door handles, because it has these cheap little plastic door handles. They get used and abused all the time because it's the one thing you grab, your oils on your hands always get on them. That turned out really well, and even the mirrors. Now the mirrors on these turned out really well. They look shiny, glossy, black, brand new. Streaks come right off of them. Now I wish I gotta do something with these. I want these black, like that black. And if you look back in our old videos, you see that we wrapped them. It's kind of a sparkly metallic black like the roof. So maybe when we change the roof over the winter time, we'll change those out. But I definitely recommend this. If you go check out, I think you can get it at like any store, any automotive store, probably Walmart, Target. I definitely recommend it. It totally worked. It was cheap, and I love cheap stuff. So I'm going to keep looking for new products. I'll share them with you guys. If they work, they don't work. I'll tell you what I think. And I even spruced up the license plate bracket, because why not? So I hope you guys stick around for some more product reviews, more installations, and more on the Dad Wagon. But I'll see you guys in the next video.